Would you say that someone who says that spread betting, particularly the shorting side of it, is legalised theft, is a system designed to swindle ordinary buy and hold investors?
So far, I'd say that's rubbish. But
okay, and then the rest. Spread betting, a phenomenon barely 10 years old, penalises thrift, penalises patience, and threatens the entire future of retail investment, using money you don't have to lever share prices downwards to destroy the savings, you know.
There's an element of truth in that, not so much levering down share prices. So you could say using money you don't have to lever up share prices. But I do agree with the general point, I think, that Guido is trying to make, is that spread betting and leveraged investment vehicles like contracts for difference, daily funded bets, all the myriads of spread betting houses you get. Now, I agree, it does. It does negate thrift, and it does. It's bad for patience. It brings out some fairly unattractive qualities in people, and I can imagine if you're a thrifty person with £10,000 invested yielding 4%, it must be galling to see people playing with £100,000 with that same £10,000 and making a lot of money if they're lucky, or losing a lot of money if they're not lucky. But it certainly doesn't encourage patience or thrift or the traditional investment virtues that you'd associate, say, with value investing or Warren Buffett or someone like that. So the use of derivatives, I'd say, is pretty specialised and not to be handled with extreme care. I mean, I think I read somewhere that the average spread betting account his account lasts 3 months. i.e. he gets wiped out after 3 months. That's normally speculating in foreign currency. Now, that is, to me, slightly immoral. I'm not saying that these people ought to know better, but if you look at the huge encouragement in this country for sites, on financial sites, to get people involved in foreign exchange trading, I mean, to me, it's completely crazy. Shares are bad enough, but to be allowed to advertise and entice innocent people to start betting on the direction of the Swiss franc or whatever it may be, is and the margin that they're allowed, the gearing that they're allowed, is, I think, a disgrace. It means, that you can be a sort of 2% movement and you can be wiped out. And I mean, if we're talking sort of legislation, I think, it's like they're talking about making illegal what they call the sort of crack cocaine of gambling machines in all the high street bookmakers, where you go in and have 50-50 chances and lose huge amounts of money. Well, I'd say the investment equivalent of that are these spread betting firms that encourage people to lose. Well, not encourage, but basically the odds are just so stacked against the private investor that it's, if people are looking about legislation, it should not be banning short selling, it should be banning those sort of accounts.
What would you say to people who argue that individuals who trade contribute nothing to the economy?
Funny enough, I saw that question before, and I horribly have to admit that I agree with that. I mean, apart from paying taxes, I don't think traders really do contribute to the economy. I mean, that's a sort of moral question, and I have to say that my father would certainly agree with that statement, and I'd probably go along with him that, I think that it is, I guess a lot of traders who make a lot of money, I mean, they're saying a much bigger league than me, give their money back through charitable work and stuff like that. I mean, Warren Buffett and people like that, I guess they contribute to society by starting charities and doing good. But yeah, the business of making money on your own account or for your clients or friends is, you'd have to argue whether it really contributes anything to society. It doesn't sort of cure diseases or, make the world a better place. So yes, I'd say sort of that's a pretty good point, and one that traders and city financiers should remember every day that they get up. long or short. I mean, I don't think that's a sort of long or short point. It's, you know, people who make money by trading financial instruments don't contribute very much other than in taxes to society.
I'm sure Mr. Cameron would disagree, but...
Well, I'm sure he would.
Taxes, yeah.